The moment the 2026 Yamaha RX100 was officially announced, the motorcycle world collectively held its breath. For decades, the original RX100 has lived as a legend, lightweight, razor-sharp, iconic, and deeply emotional for riders across generations. So when Yamaha decided to revive this historic nameplate for 2026, expectations skyrocketed. And now that the bike is finally here, it's time to talk about what the new RX100 really offers, who it's built for, and whether it lives up to the mythical badge it carries. The 2026 RX100 is not a simple remake of the old two-stroke icon. Yamaha knew they couldn't bring back the two-stroke engine due to emissions laws, so instead, they took the spirit of the original, a lightweight, quick response, and youthful aggression, and redesigned it for a modern city rider. At the heart of the bike is a newly engineered 125cc liquid-cooled, single-cylinder engine tuned to deliver crisp throttle response and a lively mid-range. Yamaha has implemented their new Blue Core Plus technology, optimizing combustion, reducing friction, and improving heat management. The result is an engine that feels eager at low speeds, agile in tight traffic, and surprisingly energetic when pushed toward the upper RPM range. It produces around 14.5 horsepower and 11.7 Newton-meters of torque, numbers that might sound modest, but combined with the bike's extremely low curb weight at just around 112 kg, they translate into quick takeoffs and a fun, punchy riding experience. The performance story of the new RX100 is heavily influenced by its weight. Yamaha intentionally kept it feather light to preserve the original bike's defining character. This new RX handles like a charm, flickable, precise, and always ready to squeeze through gaps. Riders will immediately notice how responsive it feels the moment they lean into a corner or make a quick turn in city traffic. It's a bike built for agility, not brute force. The suspension setup includes a telescopic fork in the front and a monoshock at the rear, giving a balanced mix of comfort and firmness. It doesn't float like a commuter but doesn't overwhelm like a sport bike either. It sits in a sweet spot, perfect for daily rides, weekend fun, and those quick moments of spirited acceleration that remind you why lightweight motorcycles matter. When it comes to braking, Yamaha has kept things clean and practical with a 240mm front disc and a 130mm rear drum. Some may wish for dual discs, but Yamaha's approach aligns with the retro-modern theme and the bike's lightweight DNA. The new RX100 features single-channel ABS for added safety. Combined with its nimbleness, this braking setup gives riders confidence in both everyday commuting and sudden stops. Now let's talk design, which might be the biggest highlight of the 2026 RX100. Yamaha has nailed the retro-modern combination in a way that few manufacturers have managed. The silhouette instantly takes you back to the original RX100, a simple, straight, purposeful but with modern detailing that elevates it to a premium class. The iconic teardrop tank is back, now more sculpted, with a choice of classic dual-tone paint options. The chrome elements on the exhaust, headlamp ring, and rear grab rail give it authentic vintage flair, while the LED headlight and LED tail lamp quietly remind you that this bike belongs in 2026. The instrument cluster strikes a perfect balance, an analog speedometer for nostalgic appeal paired with a digital inset that shows fuel level, odometer, clock, and gear position. Yamaha resisted the urge to overcomplicate the design with unnecessary tech. There's no massive TFT display, no cluttered interface, because the RX100 was never about that. It was always about pure, raw riding, and the 2026 model respects that tradition. Ergonomically, Yamaha clearly designed this motorcycle to be comfortable for all types of riders. The handlebar is slightly raised, giving a relaxed yet active riding posture. The seat is flat and long enough for both the rider and passenger, offering good cushioning for city riding. The overall geometry of the motorcycle keeps your spine upright, shoulders relaxed, and arms naturally extended. This makes the bike ideal not just for young riders but also for older enthusiasts who grew up with the original RX100 and want something familiar yet modern. Another major strength of the new RX100 is its fuel efficiency. Yamaha claims an impressive 55 to 60 km/h under real-world riding conditions. This not only makes the motorcycle budget-friendly but also appeals strongly to daily commuters. The 10-liter fuel tank gives it a respectable range, helping riders go longer between fill-ups. In terms of technology, Yamaha has included Bluetooth-based connectivity with notifications, GPS trip tracking, and maintenance alerts. But thankfully, they kept it optional and subtly no overwhelming screens or distracting smart features. It's exactly the right level of modern tech without compromising the bike's retro charm. The 2026 RX100 also brings a new exhaust tuning system to recreate the iconic note of the original two-stroke RX without, of course, the pollution or excessive noise. Yamaha has tried to engineer a deeper, throatier, and distinctly RX-like sound. It won't match the original two-stroke crackly, that's impossibly, but the new audio profile gives the bike a charismatic presence on the road. One of the biggest questions riders have is, does this new RX100 live up to the legend? The answer depends on how you define legend. If you expect the raw two-stroke madness, nothing today will replicate that. But if you want the emotional connection of the featherweight handling, the clean design, the spirited power delivery, and the everyday usability, then the 2026 RX100 succeeds remarkably well. It's not trying to replace the past, it's paying tribute to it. For many younger riders, this bike will be an introduction to a name their parents once adored. For older riders, it will be a nostalgic spark, a modern machine wrapped in memories. And for Yamaha, it's a clever bridge between heritage and modern engineering. As for pricing, the 2026 Yamaha RX100 is expected to start at around $2,200 to $2,500, depending on the region. This places it squarely in the affordable performance commuter category. Considering the engineering, the heritage, and the design work, this price feels competitive and strategic. The unique selling points of the new RX100 are clear. It's a lightweight motorcycle in a market crowded with heavy, bulky machines. It's a retro icon revived with modern reliability. It offers one of the best power-to-weight ratios in its class. Its design is instantly recognizable, yet fresh. Its exhaust note is tuned for character. And above all, it's a motorcycle that aims to make riding fun.